Count one, the racketeering conspiracy charge. Sean Combs has been found not guilty. Not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, perhaps the most complicated charge for the jury to understand. The count one had provided for a number of predicate acts, but the jury does not have to get into that because they have found Sean Combs not guilty of leading a criminal enterprise, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy. They will now move to the other four counts, two of them on sex trafficking and on and we have not guilty now on count two, which was sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of sex trafficking when it comes to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. There was a real debate that the jury heard over the course of the last 2 months about consent and coercion and the complications of deciding when an 11-year relationship between Combs and Cassie Ventura may have become a criminal one, and the jury decided it was not criminal sex trafficking when Sean Combs committed what his attorneys freely admitted was domestic abuse, as you saw in that video. He has been found not guilty now on racketeering conspiracy, not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura. He has been found guilty on count three, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. He has also been found guilty on count five, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. These charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison, so we do have a split verdict. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking Cassandra Ventura, but he has been found guilty on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. We're waiting for one more count, the sex trafficking of Jane, and just now the jury has decided that Sean Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking his former girlfriend who testified under the pseudonym Jane. So the jury has now believed that the relationships that Sean Combs had with his former girlfriends Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane were not criminal, did not involve sex trafficking. All Sean Combs has been convicted of here is transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And Kira, those did seem to be the most evident crimes that Sean Combs committed. We heard testimony from the male escorts. The jury heard about the cash that they were paid, and as prosecutors told them, they were not in those hotel rooms for scintillating conversation. Sean Combs guilty of transportation for the purposes of prostitution, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking.
Yep, right there. We got it. Booyah. Just like that. And just like that, man, we got it. Just like that, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hey, we got it. Hey, this is a win for all men. So for y'all that think that, hey, this is like a lose, no, this is a win for all men because this could have went into something so much more deeper. You hear me? Something so much more deeper. This whole time I'm sitting back and I'm watching this whole thing while I'm talking to people at work. I'm like, dude, Diddy didn't do it. Look, yes, the man is a freaky ass nigga. He a fan. A freaky ass nigga. You hear me? And that's true. Hey, nobody's denying that. Look, he got baby oil out the wazoo, but it's not illegal to purchase 60, 100,000 bottles of baby oil, is it? Okay, I fabricated that number, but it was high. You hear me? That was a big bottle of baby oil now, but the thing is, it's not illegal to have that. You know what I'm saying? It's not illegal to cuck your wife or your girl and have a mandingo banger. You hear me? That's not illegal. You know what I'm saying? And if she did it, and she consensually did it, and she paid for it, and she made the calls to the dudes, there ain't no way I coerced you or even intimidated you to do it. That was all your freedom of choice. Even the text messages say that you asked for it. When I said, it's up to you, girl, if you want to, but if you don't want to, let me know. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Like, come on, how's that sex trafficking? Man, I knew this from the jump. Man. I was at work, I'm telling everybody, I'm like, dude, this isn't sex trafficking. How do I sex traffic my girlfriend? first off, that I was in a long relationship with. Yes, I might have beat her. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of people like, you seen that video? Yeah, I seen the video, bro, but beating a bitch outside a hotel room ain't got nothing to do with sex trafficking her. You know what I'm saying? He beat her. I think he left the bitch on the ground and just took the phone and the purse. She was free to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me if I'm wrong. That's what I seen. But what I'm saying in this situation is, I'm glad he's off for the 2 major, or the 3 major charges, really. He only got charged for 2, and that's prostitution for real. Yes. And yes, he's guilty. He's definitely guilty for prostitution, but it's prostitution. Like, literally. It might be federally illegal, but in certain states, like Nevada, you can have prostitution. So, yeah, it's like marijuana. You might get a marijuana charge federally, but in your state it was legal. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean the feds can't charge you for it. So I think in this situation, good for him, bro, because we was finna prosecute a man over some crazy. Come on, we finna send a nigga to jail because he cucked his girl. He just want to stroke his beef stroganoff in the corner with a Yamaha on, G. And, bro, I heard he had a shiesty on with a New York Yankee hat, G. In the corner, stroking. You hear me? Something freaky. Hey, I heard that boy was doing all types of shit. Imagine a nigga coming in the room, hair on the chest, overweight, just in the corner, stroking. He got a shiesty on. Damn near shiesty on with a New York Yankee hat and some butters on. Them Timberland boots. Them wheat Timberland boots, the butters. Say, hey, I don't know who this is in that corner. That's what I would have said as an escort. I don't know who that is in the corner, but I know that nigga from New York for sure. All you hear is he say, you heard? But what I'm saying, man, is Diddy had to get off, bro. He had to, and this is for the all-man humanity, because think about this. He did this like 7, 8 years ago. Shorty come back 7, 8 years talking about I've been sex trafficked. Fuck out of here, bro. That mean any dude, see, it's the same thing, and it still worked that same way. A guy might be like, hey, I brought her out to a different state. That's interstate commerce, right? You took a bitch from, that's sex trafficking, right? I paid for her to travel from Illinois to California so I can clap. You know what I'm saying? That's sex trafficking, right? That's what they trying to say. They trying to say that. I'm like, dude, y'all tweaking, y'all reaching for real, because not only that, you fucking up the bag for all the women if he was convicted. Honestly, you'll be a fool in today's age to do exactly what Diddy did. Like, even really, shit, taking a girl, buying her a trip to you just so you can clap, bro, that's gonna backfire on you, bro, and y'all should stop it, because how I see this whole situation, and this is me, I just feel like women are dangerous, bro. I feel very like, damn, like, our freedom could be taken away at any point. And that's how I just feel. You know, this could not be reality, but it seems that way. You have these situations where girls just blurt out a line. Like, I was explaining this today. I was like, Diddy, how many people came out and said Diddy, he was a victim to Diddy? What happened to all those people, bro? Literally, it was like 300, 400 people, wasn't it? It was a lot of people that just came out and said Diddy did it too. They were trying to get a lawsuit out this nigga. So you telling me motherfuckers are lying? It was really only 2 victims for real that was doing freak offs? Everybody else didn't do no goddamn freak offs? And they just lying, getting a bag? You see how that worked right there? Now look, this is a word of mouth situation. Good thing the feds had evidence. They seized evidence, but the feds could have did a better job. Now, I was listening to your boy Myron Gaines today. He's an ex-HSI agent, you know, Homeland Security. So he broke it down like this. He said that, hey, either way, they hit him with 5 charges. 2 of them stuck. It's still a win for the prosecution, but it's also a win for the defense. And I'm proud with that answer because, you know, it's a win-win. They were just trying to get anything to stick. They knew the prostitution was going to stick. They just tried to throw the racketeering in there too. Like, come on, bro. You just tried to hit a nigga with a RICO? How you going to hit a dude with a RICO and he doing it all himself? Not it, two or more, bro. It's just him for real. And the victim, supposedly, you know what I'm saying? And then she made all the calls. She paid the money. You know, he might have balanced the drugs, but in a way, he didn't even give her the drugs. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it for real, that was all taken by choice. Honestly, this is how I interpret this whole situation. Diddy was just a drug addict. He was a drug addict, she was a drug addict, and they just had indiscriminate sex all the time. That's how I looked at it, and that's how it was, and that's how it was interpreted. Now, I'm not going to say Cassie was a whore, because that's a reach. But it's not a reach because she's cheating on her husband with Diddy, and then cheated on Diddy with her husband, and then with Kid Cudi and different stars that, you know. I would say this is just a cold case of a man that's in love. Because look, if Diddy didn't love her for real, like he might have done all that shit. Maybe like, oh, why would Diddy couldn't love her? How could Diddy love her when he's doing all these things to her? Dude, he loves that girl. Or he would have got rid of her a long, long, long time ago. For real, he would have been got rid of her. Instead, he kept her around. He in love with that woman. He did what he did, and he stuck around. And I give him his thing, man. Do your thing, bro. And that's what you do for love. You know what I'm saying? You want another man to clap her. That's how much you love her. Damn, that's the type of love I don't want to have. You hear me? Like, I'm good. I don't want to love a woman that much that you know what, I want her to be pretty. And this brings into a more adult conversation because he's an older guy, right? He can get it up, but he want his girl to be pleasured. I told one of my guys, I said, hey, if you love your wife so much and you older and you got a little young, say you 60, you got a little young 30-year-old, you can't get your shit up. You hear me? What you gonna do? Now, you gonna be selfish and say, hey, that's just it for her for the rest of her life. She can't get no more action. She with me. If she want to be with me, ain't nothing more. Or are you going to be a righteous man and let her be clapped by a young bull? Because, and hey, you there, right? And that's only right. What if that was a situation? What if Diddy came to try and say, you know what, I did that because I just couldn't get it up. I just couldn't get it up. So I just let the young bull handle the business, and then I just came in for the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter to finish the game like a warrior, nut on the chest and everything. Bro, this shit is explicit. I'm just saying. What would y'all do in that situation? Tell me what y'all think in the comment section for real. What would y'all do in the situation when your girl, say she's younger and you older, or let's just say you got ED, you can't get it up at all, you ain't never been able to get it, you can't please your woman. Would you allow your woman to be cucked right in front of you? Like, I guess if you was gonna let your girl get cucked, it's best to have it in front of you, right? Yeah. I'd rather it happen right in front of me than away from me, because at least I can monitor and be like, okay, you do it this way, girl. Like, he's doing it the right way. Plus, he got the money. But yes, he is a freaky ass dude. I seen dildos on the floor. Did y'all see the evidence pictures, bro? Guns and dildos. Like, this nigga's some type of freaky gangster. I don't know. This was a great case, bro. This is the best case I've seen in a long time. Yo, this is the best case I've seen in a long time. You know why? Because it exposed a lot of female nature. At the same time, it exposed Diddy for his real sexual shit he be doing that everybody was curious about. The hip-hop culture was fully curious about P. Diddy and how freaky his freaks off was. We thought that they was at the mansion. Now look, everybody thought this. We all thought that he at the mansion. And then you got your drug of choices, you got your rooms, because this was the rumors going around. You got your drug of choice, you got your rooms. Whatever room you go into is the room that dictates what's going on. You might have your gay shit in here, you might have your lesbians in here, you just niggas doing all types of sex parties in here. That's what the rumors were saying. But come to find out, that was just some like after party shit. The real freak offs was with one woman at the time. Cassidy and the escort, the Punisher, or somebody of the 7 or 11 men that she had over the span of years she did. And then Diddy. That's not sex trafficking, bro. And these are people she either picked out or they agreed upon. Now, Now, I can bring it back to the Jane Doe, which is Daphne. Daphne, and this people that don't know, Jane Doe is Daphne. Daphne is 50 Cent's baby mother. 50 Cent's baby mother started to date Diddy, and he put her on allowance. Even still currently had her on allowance, right? Right. So Daphne is the Jane Doe. 50 Cent's baby mama. You know what I don't understand about that situation too? Cope with me. Look. Why would she go as Jane Doe? But when everybody seen her, they already knew who the hell she was. Like, you just defeated the purpose. You might as well just came out by yourself. Oh, Jane Doe, bitch, we know who you is. You 50 Cent's baby mama. You the one that need that money because you broke. You the one he was clowning. Then 50 Cent making all the posts. Go on 50 Cent Instagram right now, boy. It's live. You hear me? But hey, we just found out that Diddy's just a little. People say, oh, it's not gay. That's gay. You take a nigga semen. You have a stripper, nutting your girl. You had a girl take the semen out of the girl and put it on your chest. And then you gonna try to clap her with the dry semen from another nigga on your chest. Bro, you're weird. You're done. Give me your card, bro. Hey, I can't agree with it. We just have different morals, let's just say. You know what I mean? Let's just say that, man. I don't know what to say with this, but it's wicked. It's wicked. I'm trying to say, man. So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I'm just trying to check on something real quick. Make sure my getting proper outputs on here. Because I think I didn't switch this over, which I hope I did. Ugh. Wicked. Oh, yeah, I'm back. Let's get it. Okay, yeah. So that's all I got to say, man. I'm really proud that Diddy made it out because this is, and when I say it's a win for all men, it's a win that states that women can't just be, and they going to keep doing it, of course, and the government going to back them. They can't just be coming out the woodwork and be like, oh, he did this 10 years ago. Government's like, oh, okay, I think we got a case. Let's put something together. Because I think this is just a public hanging. It's kind of like, we're going to make it stick. We're going to put millions behind it. All we got to do is take Cassidy's accusation and try to make it make sense. And if we can prove it, we can lock this guy away forever. Because we can't prove him on the Tupac shit. We don't know. We don't know if he did it with Pac. So since we can't really prove that, even though we still got Keefy D in jail, we got to get him on this racketeering for real. Because hopefully he'll make a plea deal and tell us the truth. No. You see, you know what I think the prosecution's problem was? I was following this really detailed, right? Prosecution's problem was, Diddy said, let me get a bail, bro. And they said, no bail. He said, man, I give you 50K, 50 million, nigga. I give you all my houses and put me on an anchor monitor. They said, no, bro, you should have just did it, bro. Because now, what? Y'all, and I understand. And yes, he's been charged with all these. And at the end of that, they had to figure out if they gonna let him go for the day and come back on and make him have a bond, come back for the sentencing. They said, nah, fuck it, hold it. We're gonna hold him until sentencing. And I hope, man, this is my situation. I do hope that they only give him like a year so then he can have, because I think he got arrested around September last year or something like that. So he would have like 10 months almost served, like 10 months served. And I hope they just give him a year because, bro, y'all kind of hung this man and made him seem like a bad person. He lost all deals, publicity over something that a girl assumed he did, that he was dating. That's so wild and wicked to me, bro. I feel like as public, they should have did better. Y'all knew what y'all was doing for real. Y'all knew that Diddy didn't really do it, and the prosecution should have known. Like, yeah, if we can prove, if our statement can be proved beyond a reasonable doubt, we might not have a case. And that's the first thing they should have thought about. Like, damn, this might not stick. And I think they knew that. And I told people this. I said they know this might not stick because right before the trial started, they tried to offer him a 15-year plea. You know what I'm saying? They tried to offer him a 15-year plea right before the trial started. Yeah. So I'm like, there ain't no way you got to use your hood instinct with the government. Some people are government people, but some people from the trenches, and they know they seen this before. They not about to offer you no deal unless they don't want to take it that far. They already know, like, oh man, we might have some misleading information in this trial that we just took this man to trial, causing millions. Yeah, it's still a win for the prosecution, but you just spent millions of dollars just to get a fucking a prosecution for him to say, oh, he's been doing prostitution. Okay, who cares? You spend millions of dollars just to prove that, bro. That's not really a win. It is a win because they got it nonetheless. He was guilty on those charges, but at the end of the day, bro, no, I can't say it. I can't vouch it. I can't. And all y'all people that's in the chat or online that didn't support the boy, y'all, oh, Diddy did it, bro. No. Because y'all saying, oh, I had friends and everything talking about, oh, man, with all that baby oil, he definitely did it. Did what, nigga? Sex traffic? How he gonna sex traffic his girl? He taking to Bermuda, going to Bahamas, going to Jamaica, took her all around. You know what Cassidy said that stuck to me the most, bro, and I like this saying. And I'm glad she said it because it makes a lot of sense of a lot of things. She said, I think they asked her some question like, do you miss what she say? They said some shit like, do you miss Diddy or some shit? She's like, I miss what we had. You know what I'm saying? Do you miss relation? I miss what we had. Bitch, that just state right there that you miss everything y'all was doing. You was okay with what you were doing. You had no problem with it. Plus, you meeting executives. You around probably DJ Khaled, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland. You around everybody. Jay-Z. You around all the big heads, bro. And you know that your man couldn't get you nowhere by these people, but Diddy could. Because he had that money. All you had to do is do them freak offs. And then she tried to play the victim card. How you play the victim card like 10 years later for real? I don't understand it, bro. You even 8 years later, you cannot play that card, bro, because you entertained this you grown. They be like, oh, it's an old man that coerced a young woman. No, bro, she is grown. She knew what she was doing, bro. I can't let that sit in my mind and think that she didn't know. She knew completely what she was doing. She knew completely what she wanted to do. She knew, oh, he told me to sign this deal for 10 albums. Oh, he said I had to do the freak offs. It took most of my time. I couldn't make no album, so I just used my one album. That was it. Bro, come on, man. I've heard it all now at this point. All I'm saying, man, is these women gonna keep attacking you. It don't matter. Once they go broke, they gonna start, hey, I need a little bit more money. Oh no, I'm gonna sell a book saying what you did to me. Then if that don't sell, I'm telling the police, we gonna prosecute your ass and take your freedom. Diddy could have easily got sick in that motherfucker, eating that prison food in the cell. Is he in Rikers? Nah, he's somewhere in the federal prison somewhere. But still, like, damn, he going from billions of dollars to living in a motherfucking 6x3. You know what I'm saying? Something small. Just saying. I be blue as hell as a motherfucker. I'm in there scratching on the wall. I be writing lyrics and shit. I come out, I'm a song artist, entrepreneur, I'm Muslim. All that shit when I come out of jail. Just because. You done made this man have PTSD. He ain't never been in jail this long, ever. He ain't on Fed charges. Oh, bro. This is his worst nightmare. And all because of a woman. It wasn't because of no criminal acts for real. It was only because of a female that you kept around you, that knew everything, that seen people, tried to use Suge. You seeing Suge Knight bust out the door. Oh, he got the gun, went to go find Suge Knight. Bro, first off, Suge shouldn't even be in New York for real, because he know what it is. Plus, on top of that, P. Diddy, he gotta have a pistol on him. You hear me? At all times. So that justifies that. You know what's so funny? I just thought about, they never prosecuted him for the scratched off rifle that he had, the AR. I guess it wouldn't stick. You see, they were charging him for so many things, but when the stories came out, I guess they weren't charging him for the shit that he could have been charged for. You know what I'm saying? He had a scratched off AR-15. Come on, that's illegal as hell. You feel me? How you gonna get charged for shit that ain't really sticking for real? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he pulled the gun on, he arsoned the car. It's just a bunch of shit. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Like, me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't believe he did any racketeering. I don't think he did any on sex trafficking. So from the jump, I already knew. I was like, dude, if they prosecute this man for this, I'm gonna have to run out there and riot because this ain't right. Y'all putting a man in jail for what, life? Life sentence minimum because of some shit that a female said happened, and it ain't no proof other than bro, this is a relationship. We had a domestic DV situation. That was it. It was just domestic. I didn't sex traffic you. Slap a bitch. Hey, bitch, you gonna suck that dick, nah? Well, I'm gonna beat you. Nah, he ain't say none of that. That's sex trafficking for real. You know what I'm saying? He said in the text message, he like, hey, if you don't want to do it, let me know. You can do something else. We don't have to do this. Like, come on. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna leave this on y'all head top, and then I'm gonna dip out for the day. I want y'all to remember this. Look, did Diddy know before he was doing these freak offs not to touch nothing? Yes. Think about it. Now we thinking now. You thinking, B-Lou. Look, check it out. Did Diddy know that he should not touch anything? That means the money, don't contact the strippers or the escorts. That means hands free. And it made me think like, wait, did he contact his lawyer before he started doing the freak offs just to verify? Hey, lawyer, I'm about to get real freaky. What's the legal way to do it? It's like asking ChatGPT some freaky shit, and they tell you, hey, if you want to be clean, at least even in the future, keep your hands clean. Don't touch no money, don't trust no drugs, and don't call no escorts. I'm be honest, that kind of bailed them out right there. Like knowing that she was calling them, she was giving them the money, and the drugs they were just delivering in a way. You know what I'm saying? They just had people find them, but really he didn't give her the drugs. He was just taking the drugs, and she just happened to want them. He maybe introduced it, but he didn't force it on nobody. He didn't force it down your throat. He didn't force you to take it. He kind of just like advertised it, like at a party. This nigga's clean, bro. He's clean cut, bro. That boy. Hey, that's why you're rich, right? You gotta think like a rich man. You gotta protect yourself at all costs. I hope this doesn't mess up any real opportunities for him. I know he gonna get back on his thing. He P. Diddy. But I hope all those fake friends that tried to disappear pop back up and be like, yeah, man, we was wrong for not supporting you. But at the same time, we was also wrong for thinking that you did wrong when there's a possibility that you didn't do it. And we didn't even support that. We just went to the contrary and said that you did commit that crime just because you were being prosecuted for that. But shout out to your boy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, what's his name? Love, Puffy. Shout out to that boy, man. That boy like the gay John Gotti, you hear me? He's somebody, he getting off, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let me not forget that. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to comment what you think about this whole situation. Do you think that he should have got the racketeering charges with the sex trafficking on the top? Or do you think the verdict came out exactly how you think it should have? Like, yes, he's guilty for prostitution, okay? Cool. That's just some typical shit. Niggas buy pussy. That's just what's up. You know, interstate commerce. You know what I'm saying? You just transporting pussy. That's it. Or dick in this hands. You transporting dick. Because you buying the dude. Because I don't think they traveled with him. They just purchased him and told him to fly over there and gave him tickets and shit type shit. So, yes. So, even if it's a nigga, you can't even buy no pussy. You can't buy dick even if it's a dude. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to sub. Please don't forget to sub. It's your boy. I've been putting a lot of work into this, man. I just try to break it down to you in the most urban, official way. So it's not, I like to get all the fluff out of there and give it more entertainment when I could break it down to you. But y'all tell me what you think about Diddy. I'm be honest. He's a fan. He's a freaky ass nigga. But that's not illegal. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Peace. We out.